So now it's kind of a new age for me.
Do you have a lot of unfinished songs built up in the past maybe 20 years that you started with an idea and never really finished it?
Some, I mean, not. I think with this right now, because I've been so busy, like with Dinosaur and then with my solo record, and I've kind of used up all of my ideas just now. I think I've finally run out of, I used all my old ideas, and so now it's kind of a new age for me.
Now, how old were that old ideas? Is that maybe a year
somewhere
back or maybe 10 years back?
Some, maybe on the new record there might be some things that were 5 years old maybe, and other things that were quite new. But I mean, usually, like any record that I've ever done, I've always had their songs. Some of the songs are quite old when I finish them. It's always that way because the cycle just finishes for a song sometimes much later. But I guess now, because I've been so busy with Dinosaur and raising a kid, and I've just sort of decided to finish all of the ideas that I had lying around and finish them and maybe try something new next year.
So it was like cleaning up your mind.
Yeah, well, it's always like that. It's always like cleaning up. Every record is like cleaning up things and putting them together and organizing.
How do you keep that old songs for maybe 5 years old? How do you keep them fresh for yourself? Because maybe those songs tell a story how you stood in life back then, and now 5 years later you finish them. Do you give that?
Well, I don't. I guess if I don't finish them, it's usually I don't finish the lyrics, so I wait for the lyrics. Usually I don't finish them because the lyrics aren't clear yet, so maybe I don't know what the song is about yet. Or maybe I just have an idea. If I really have a very specific lyrical idea, then I'll finish the song pretty quickly. But if it's a very general idea or just a melody, I'll let it sit for as long as I need to let it sit, so for it to begin to mean something, or to understand what the feeling of the song was. Because the melodies will just be feelings, and I'll be like, well, what is that? You know, what is this about? And where's, you know, and then try to figure out where the lyrics are and what the lyrics are. You know?
Yeah, in the past 2 years, Dinosaur Jr. also released 2 albums.
Mm-hmm.
Are there certain songs that you eventually, in the first place, you wanted to use the idea for Dinosaur Jr., but eventually you kept it for your own project?
Well, there was one song I tried for the first Dinosaur reunion record, Beyond. I tried one song, and it just didn't work for Dinosaur. It was one that I'd written on acoustic guitar, and I thought, well, I'll try this for Dinosaur and see if it works, and it didn't work, so I finished it for my new record. Mostly with Dinosaur, I want the songs to be out of the instrumental power of the band, so I want to sit down and play riffs, and I want to jam first and come up with the musical ideas before finishing it. And since Dinosaur has such a specific feel and sound to it, it's a kind of a feel that doesn't really fit with my solo stuff so well. So I can't really write songs on acoustic guitar and then bring them to Dinosaur Jr. It doesn't seem to work very well. But I don't know. I mean,